guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a yummy, Christmassy lemon tart. And I have already made the pie case, and you can buy it if you want, you can make it yourself, and I will leave the recipe and method in the description below, as well as the recipe quantities for the rest of the recipe. So we're going to start by taking out a large saucepan to make the lemon curd filling, which is what I will be showing you how to do today. And we are going to add in our sugar. Just normal caster sugar. And again, if you would like to check the quantities, just look down below in the box. Add that into the bowl. And next we are going to add our yummy creamy milk. Take that over to the stove and turn it on high heat for it to boil. Stir it with a spatula periodically and just, leave it to boil. Make sure that the sugar doesn't stay in a rock at the bottom. No, that's the only thing. You're going to have to stir it a little bit just so it doesn't, crystallize at all. And we're just going to leave that to boil. Once it is boiled, turn it down to about medium or low heat, just so it doesn't totally overflow on the pan, because that wouldn't be good. But only once it is boiled. Turn it down to medium heat. And we're going to add in our other ingredients. Take out some cornflour. Sorry, it took me a minute. And some milk. And we're just basically going to mix them together. The cornflour will be really lumpy, but that's very normal. It will whisk it out when we add it to the milk and sugar. So stir that with a spoon until it's just more combined. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth because, as you probably know with corn flour, it reacts with liquids differently to most flours. Now we're just going to take that over to the stove as well. Add this, one half and then the second half, separately into our milk and sugar mixture. And we're just making sure that we have all our ingredients ready beforehand, sitting by you. So when I was testing this recipe, I made the mistake of leaving my ingredients out, and then I had to juice the lemons and the mixture curdled. So make sure you have all your ingredients laid out and ready to mix in. So anyway, we're going to mix those in and wait till it thickens. So this is just the corn flour, and the corn flour will act and react with the milk and it will thicken up nicely. Now we are going to add our chopped unsalted butter. You can use salted, but it works a little better with salted. And we're basically going to keep this on medium heat so the butter doesn't burn before we add everything else. So we're going to whisk this until the butter is very close or melted. And smooth. Now we are going to add our lemon rind, and this is basically just personal taste, so you can add as much or as little as you like. You don't have to add it, it's an optional thing, but I feel like it adds to the flavour. This is something that I always do when I make lemony things. I always add the rind because you're throwing away the outsides anyway. And now you're going to add 1 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. You can add this all at once or separately, but it will mix in just fine. So you're just going to basically stir this until it thickens, and it will start to thicken after a while. And now for our egg yolks. This is a lot of egg yolks, yes, but we need it for the mixture to thicken because the eggs will cook a little bit while they are over the heat. Not enough to make it gross, egg looking thing, I don't know, but we're just going to whisk this until it's smooth, and when you lift it up, there shouldn't be any, it shouldn't be runny. It should hold its form a little bit when you lift it up to test it off the whisk. And that looks pretty good to me. It should also look quite yellowy orange in colour. Now we are going to take this while it's still hot straight off the stove and pour it in our cold pastry base. The pastry base doesn't have to be cold, it just has to be cooled and set. It doesn't have to be fridge cold, but just make sure that it isn't still warm, otherwise it will not be good. It will crumble everywhere. But we do want to put in the filling while it is still hot, otherwise it will curdle. And we're just going to leave that to set. And it's done. Well, it's not set yet, but anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Subscribe if you want to. It really helps me, so thank you. And like if you want to as well, and I'll see you next time. And a Merry Christmas to you. Bye!